got this.
Hey! Anyone could have gone into the kitchen and taken a knife!
That's true.
How do you know it's the weapon used?
I found it stuck in a planter down the hall. Sure has dirt all over it, but there's also blood there. Whoever did this didn't have time to go and wash up the blood. They had to run and hide it fast and get back to the party. They were probably hoping it wouldn't be found, so they can go and get it later and wash it off.
Got it all figured out. Interesting. You knew where to look.
I think it's a very important find. Good work, Rick. I hope you didn't get fingerprints on it.
No, I used a towel. I haven't touched the knife itself. The cops could dust this for prints. Is there anywhere I could put this?
I have the perfect container. It has a snap-on lid, and it's perfect for storing stuff.
Are you trying to sell us something again?
What? Me? Oh no. These were invented last year by Earl Tupper. We're just going to promote them.
Containers.
Yes. If you are smart, you'll invest in Mr. Tupper's ware. This is the start of the plastics revolution.
Don't be ridiculous, and I don't think that knife should stay in your care. Why don't you release it to Miss Good's custody?
I'll take it. I'll put it in Richard's safe.
Rick, you live here. You and Alice would be the ones who know which knives are the sharpest.
Would I have brought the knife in here if I was the one that hid it?
If you were trying to throw us off. If you knew that your prints were not on it, you might think that finding it would take the focus off of you. Oh, Justine, it seems funny you'd find it so quickly.
I knew it had to be around here someplace. So I've been looking all over for it.
It's true. I have seen him snooping around.
I have something to report that you all might find very interesting. Earlier, during the party, Mrs. Bloomfield asked me if I knew where Richard went. I told her I thought he might have come in here. She seemed very concerned about something, but I didn't pay it much attention. But they were both gone for an awful long time. Then they were back at the party as if everything was just fine.
That doesn't really prove anything. We were all coming and going. Any one of us could have slipped in here and done the deed. Miss Bloomfield told me that she saw Dr. Friedlich come in here.
That's true. I did come in here. I don't know how she could have seen me. I didn't see her anywhere. But I also saw Rick come in here as well.
I was wondering when this was going to come up. I did come in here. I was looking for him. He invites all these guests, has this party, and then he hides out in here. I told him he was being a terrible host. We had an argument. Nothing new there. We never talk. We argue. I guess that makes me the #1 suspect again.
Well, everyone seems guilty. So I guess we aren't getting anywhere.
Everyone but you, miss. No one could think that you did it. I could use a drink. Anyone want to join me?
I know where the good stuff is.
Sounds good to me.
Alice, since you have the training, I feel better leaving you in charge of taking care of Richard.
Oh, I don't know. I'm exhausted. I've been working all evening, and I don't know if I'm being paid.
I'll pay you. Here, this should take care of your time.
Wow, just call me Miss Alice.
I just think you're the best qualified person here to do this.
Well, I've been watching him, and he seems to be resting comfortably. Though it's going to seem pretty weird nursing him after the way he's treated me. He's awful to work for.
So why do you stay here?
Well, these kinds of jobs are hard to find. I needed the work. I thought about quitting, and I threatened to do it. But he begged me to stay, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt. Well, he also said he wouldn't give me any references. He said he would make sure that no one else would hire you. I guess people don't change that fast, huh, Doctor?
It's a process. The patient has to do their part too.
We had a call from the hospital. They said they're on their way, but being delayed by the bad weather. They want to know how Richard's condition is. So, I thought you should talk to them, Alice, since you used to be a nurse.
Candy striker. All right. I was wondering what was taking them so long.
Checkmate. My dear Samantha, you are quite the sleuth. Have you solved the mystery yet?
Oh, I'm not trying to solve
I see those wheels turning in that pretty little head of yours. You have been gathering clues from everyone all evening. And doing very well at it, too. I surmise you have it nearly solved by now. You are quite the clever one. Quite clever indeed.
Well, I don't suspect you. I can't think of any possible motive for you to do it.
Let's see. Perhaps the fact that he's never paid me 1 red cent.
Oh, there's that.
You are his lawyer. I'm guessing you know about his financial situation? He hasn't paid you either, has he? A good lawyer and a good therapist. Don't come cheap.
Well, I guess we do have motives then.
Oh no, I don't suspect you. I'm placing my bets on a certain evangelist's wife.
Gracie.
She may hide behind her husband's reputation and her own piety, but I can't help but think she's the one who did him in. I know what you were thinking. How could a Christian do such a thing if she really is one? I'm not just against Christians, either. After all, I am one, and so are you.
How did you know?
My dear Samantha, it permeates from your very being! You glow and radiate the love of Christ. I could see it from the very start by the way you took care of poor Richie. You put me to shame. I'm so embarrassed of my actions. You said that Mrs. Bloomfeld saw me walk in here tonight? Well, I did. I saw Richard lying on the floor, and I turned and walked right back out. I thought he was dead, and I didn't want to get involved. I didn't want anyone to accuse me of anything. By the time I had thought better of it, Alice was already in here screaming her head off. By then it was too late to say something. How would that look? But I know that no one saw me. Yet you say that Gracie did see me? You see, this is why I suspect her. Because she had to have been hiding in this room when I came in. Alice said she was asking where Richard went, and she went looking for him. You see, it all ties together. She told you about me to take the attention away from herself. But then I feel guilty thinking such thoughts. I've prayed and I've searched my heart. I've even questioned my faith and my life and my work. Like Alice said, maybe people don't change. Richard hadn't changed. Did I even help Richard?
You can help him now. We can both help him by finding out who did this to him. And then helping him to forgive them. You were wrong before. I don't have it all figured out yet. I just can't pin it down. Justine seems so suspicious for some reason. And I haven't gotten much information out of her. Although, she did tell me that Marianne was jealous of me. She thought Richard and I were seeing each other as a couple. That was a shocker.
Well, Richard has been planning to break off that relationship for some time now. It was something we were working through in our sessions. I probably shouldn't be telling you that.
Well, the police will be here soon, and this will all be over. All I really care about is that Richard gets better. Physically, yes, but if I can help in other ways, too, then that would be so much better.
Richard owes you a great deal.
I owe a lot of people.
Richard? How did you wake up?
I heard the doctor say I owed you. I owe him too. I owe Justine. I've been taking her money. She's so angry with me.
You need to rest and keep still. How do you feel?
I have a splitting headache
That's the fever.
and an awful pain in my side.
That's your stab wound.
I was stabbed! You stabbed me.
That's what we're trying to find out.
Are you taking care of me, Sam?
Yes, she is Richard. And she's doing a very good job at it, too. Richard, do you have a journal or a diary around here someplace that might help us gather some clues?
No, I don't keep a diary. I'm not a 12-year-old girl. Anyway. You know what, Sam? I finally found a real Christian. Oh!
Richard, do you have anything in the house to take for the pain?
I don't know. A medicine cabinet?
Okay, lie still. I'll go look and find you something.